just going to keep it real. Don't know many who actually look forward to the struggle. I know at one point I used to think how unfair it was that I was a single mom. But in all actuality, I am who I am because of the struggle. We all have the money, but it connects us in this human experience. And of all the experiences, can't we just skip the ones that don't feel so good? Wake me up when it's over. I know the feeling, but unfortunately, there is no magic wand, fairy godmother, or genie in a bottle to grant these wishes. In real life, we gotta get through the things we go through. The very things that cause us to break are actually used to build us, our character, strength, and keepgoingness. And these very things bring us special gems of characteristics we develop as a result of it. We know there will be struggles. We know they coming. Throughout life, there will be challenges, new obstacles, and sets of circumstances, hurdles to get over, and mountains to climb. So instead of hiding out, waiting for the storm to pass, let's get into the mindset to not only weather the storm, but to shine in the process. There are some old mindsets that no longer serve you. And right now, you are being called to rise. You are being called to let go of those old ways so you can make room for some new ways. You are being called to shed the things that have you operating at a low vibration when you are meant to be operating at a much higher frequency in order to be in alignment with who you really are and what you really want. In the midst of doing all the things, you can do all things and chase your dreams. Stay encouraged as we go on this journey called life, tackling everything that comes our way while we shine our light despite any circumstances we face. No more downplaying or dimming your light, because through the good, the bad, and everything in between, together we can encourage over everything. Oh, yes. I hope you're enjoying the Encourage Over Special Edition series all month long. I want to encourage over the struggle today. This is so important, especially as encouragers. Now, I recognize we have the desire to chase our dreams while doing all the things. Trust me, I'm still crushing it in my 9-to-5, a solopreneur, single mama, girlfriend, sister, friend, you name it. And I want to be great in everything that I'm doing and not just be average or mediocre. So I am very, very intentional and putting in real effort to do just that. But you know how it is. Just as soon as those intentions are set, life often has other plans. Am I right? I know you've been there too. You make that decision to go after your goals, whether it's go back to school, go for that job or promotion, open that business, write that book, volunteer time, get that license, take that next step in your relationship. Whatever that next level is for you, the decision is made and you're so excited. And then life happens. Someone gets sick. Money situations pop up, family drama, or a relationship takes a turn for the worst. Them kids start acting up. Or you have to take on a responsibility that's not yours because no one else is stepping up. It could be an unexpected accident or something happens to you. Then suddenly your life has turned upside down and the struggle is real, honey. What now? Do you stop going after your dreams? Do you retreat on everything you're working on? Are you paralyzed by these unfortunate events and now you've just got to pause and put a TBD on your dreams? But you can barely function with the normal day-to-day stuff. I hear you. We know there will be struggles. So instead of hiding out and waiting for the storm to pass, let's get into the mindset to not only weather the storm, but to shine in the process. Now, I do not say any of this to you lightly. I have literally had somebody say to me to my face, "It's so easy for you, Letitia. You're a different person. You're stronger than I am. What I'm dealing with is so much worse." Okay, so I will say this to you. I am not in the business of comparing pain, okay? To say yours or mine holds less or more weight is just not accurate. Your pain always feels heavier to you because you're the one carrying it. Encouragers, unite! This is where encouragers come to be surrounded by positive people doing positive things. We want to do self-improvement together to be great throughout all the areas of our life and chase our dreams while still doing all the things. If this is you, you found your tribe. This is where we collaborate because together we can do so much more. Join our community as a founding member and you get to help me create a community we love that serves and supports us in all the right ways. What are you looking for in a community? What can help serve you during this season of your life? Together, let's build it in the Encouragers Unity. Check out the link in the show notes to get started. My pain is the same in the sense that I'm the one that's carrying it and it's been heavy, shoot, even crushing at times. Our struggles may not have been the same circumstances, but all struggles hold value. There is no need to compare in that sense. I can empathize or sympathize and hold space for you in your experience. Let's do more of that than trying to make comparisons. We all have a story, and each story is important and valuable. I'm still a person. I'm still human. I'm no different than anyone. 6 years ago, when my mom passed away, I was not who I am today. You are looking at someone who has done her healing and still working on herself every day. I wasn't always this strong. I built this strength through experiences. I took action and put in true effort to be where I am now on this journey. It all led me here to you to share in this way from this healed place so you may be inspired as you go along on your journey. I will never forget that utter devastation for as long as I live. It forever changed me. If you've ever thought it was easy for another and so hard for you, I encourage you to see the growth and evolution that occurred, to know it's possible for you too. When my mom passed and everyone told me to give it time, I hated to hear it. I cringed every single time, although in my soul, I knew it was true. I just didn't want to go through the time. You know, who does? I wanted to skip it, fast forward. I mean, how can I get my hands on that remote like in the movie Click? Feelings feel like forever, don't they? It's as if the way we feel in any given moment is as permanent as a Sharpie. Yet, we don't give enough credit to time blending with healing to give us new perspective. The more you heal, the more you realize that hurt dissipates. You start to notice that some things you used to care about so much, like being right or getting the last word or winning an argument, just doesn't matter to you anymore because you are locked in to directing your energy and attention to things that actually matter. Time plus maturity equals transformation, and struggle gives you plenty of opportunities to transform. Don't hate the struggle. Honor the struggle. You know the struggle is bound to happen. The key is getting prepared to handle it with grace and knowing you'll be better on the other side. At the time when I was really going through it, I mean like really in the thick of things, I did not think the darkest time in my life would bring me to my greatest light. I'm here as an example of what's possible when you get serious about your healing. We live in the information age. We literally have access to answers right at our fingertips. Shoot, just ask Siri. Whatever you need, you can find it or at least get some information to head in the right direction. I know you just like me, we Googling and popping into YouTube. Those are just a couple that we tap into, but we also have podcasts on literally every topic. If you have a problem, Search your favorite podcast platform and voila, you've got access to some information that can give you new ideas and perspectives. And don't sleep on books. They say leaders are readers, and every one of us is a leader in our own lives. So take the lead in your learning. Not into reading? Cool. Get you some audiobooks. Those are your jam. Listen to a book on a topic you're struggling with. I once heard Tony Robbins say, when you read their words, you think their thoughts. Books give you access to others' thoughts. I get so excited and I really kind of geek out about stuff like this. Don't mind me. I love it so much. I'm not saying believe everything you read or see on the internet, but take in new information and ideas in order to shape your own. Find what's true for you. We have beliefs and sometimes they become obsolete and outdated, but we don't recognize it because we often don't pause long enough to reevaluate if they're still true. Do they still hold value? Or even if you still believe in them now. Seasons change and so do we. You have every right to contradict yourself and change your mind. It's a sign you're growing and evolving, as you should be. When you focus on your healing, you also open the door to see things in a new way. Some are out here running around wounded and just bleeding all over other people when in fact they just need to take charge of their own healing. Be just as invested in your healing as you are invested in your weekly Target run. Because I know I love me a good Target run and I need something every week, okay? I don't miss my weekly Target run. So invest in your healing because it's worth it. You are worth it. Imagine not overreacting and having to apologize for it later, at least most of the time. Keeping your nerves intact and not being so frazzled by every little thing. Imagine responding to life in a way that makes you proud instead of disappointed or sad to find yourself right back in the same place you vowed to never be in again. It's possible to be delivered from this if you are willing to invest in yourself. You are worthy of self-care every day, not just on a Sunday. Join the email list and I'll send you all the deets in the Encourager's Insider Guide to Self-Care. Get my easy DIY tips for simple ways to make self-care a part of your daily routine, plus some bonus goodies. And if you need more help incorporating self-care into your world on the regular, I got you. You can join right on the blog or go to theshow.encourageovereverything.com/self-care freebie. You'll be on my VIP list to get encouragement and so much more sent right to your inbox. Join me on my quest to make self-care the norm because you deserve to be a priority on your own list. Take inventory of the area of your life that needs the most healing. Is it mentally or emotionally, physically, financially, or spiritually? Where do you need to go to get some assistance, guidance, or resolution? Get yourself a coach. As a coach and also being someone who has had a coach and will continue to have a coach anytime I see fit, I am a firm believer in working with someone who can shine a light on my blind spots and help me go faster. So if you're stuck in achieving your dreams, you want to work on your mindset and need some support to get unstuck and go faster, I'd love to be your coach and be that light for you. Let's connect. Get yourself with the right medical professionals. Sometimes you need more than a coach. You need a therapist to work through some deep-rooted trauma that requires a deeper skill set. Your medical team is more than just your regular PCP or specialist that helps you with your physical body. Your mind is included in this area too. So don't sleep on getting with the right professionals to not only help you make sense of things, but give you the tools you need to heal and be free of the things that are holding you back. I believe in teamwork, and that also means you may need a medical team to help you get on track, maintain, and stay there. It is not a sign of weakness to get the level of help that you need. In fact, it's more of a sign of strength. Decide how you want to spend your energy. Staying stuck requires energy as well. So whether you are staying sick or staying stuck, it requires energy just as well as putting energy into your healing or getting unstuck. So the question then becomes, how do you want to spend your energy? You are here. And as a fellow encourager, I know you are ready to take the best care of yourself now. When you link up with the right folks to help you during your season, the possibilities are endless. There are so many resources available today, more so now than ever. You can get free or paid resources and alternatives to tap into to actually get you what you need. At the same time, don't be above spending money to invest in your mental health. With the demands and distractions of the world, there are a lot of shiny objects to get caught up in or have to deal with. You are and will always be your best investment. Practice your self-care religiously. Make sure you are taking great care of your mind as well as your body. I used to dread the struggle, and if I'm being honest, sometimes it wasn't even as bad as I made it seem. Do you do this too? This is what happens though when you put 20 on a 10. We don't like being uncomfortable like at all, right? Sometimes it takes being uncomfortable temporarily in order to be more comfortable in the long run. Discomfort leads to comfort when you work it right. Learn how to use struggle as a tool. Tony Robbins says we only answer the questions we give ourselves. So make sure you ask yourself better questions. We love to ask ourselves questions like, why me? We come up with all the reasons why we are the victim. I call this the woe is me list because you know that list can be long, honey. So instead of asking yourself questions that leave you in a powerless position, ask yourself questions that put you in a powerful position. Ooh, that was fire! Ask yourself questions like, what is this here to teach me? What am I meant to learn from this? What should I shed right now? What am I supposed to become in spite of this or because of this? You might be dealing with something that you think is trying to break you when it is truly intended to build you. It's an opportunity to rise like a phoenix from the ashes. There are so many old ways that are no longer serving you. The constant complaining, the seeing only the negative about everything, seeing yourself as a victim in every situation by seeing it as something happening to you instead of happening for you. These are just old mindsets that no longer serve you. And right now, you are being called to rise. You are being called to let go of the old ways so you can make room for some new ways. You are being called to shed the things that have you operating in a low vibration when you are meant to be operating at a much higher frequency in order to be in alignment with who you really are and what you really want. Ooh, I feel like going to church today because that was a word. Your higher self is urging you to step into your greatness. The universe is conspiring for your good to bring you to everything that you've asked for. The world is not against you, but your beliefs might be, your current mindset might be. But guess what? These are all things that you can change. If you are hearing the sound of my voice right now in this moment, it is not by accident. I'm here to tell you, you are ready. You are ready to make the changes you so desperately need to in order to get into alignment with your greatest self. You are not being challenged. You are being called. It might be difficult or an uncomfortable conversation to be had, but it's necessary. It's necessary for your growth, evolution, and transcendence into the next level of your life. You want it. I know you do, but you just don't know how to go about getting it from where you are. And that's okay. You're being called to listen to yourself. For every question you ask, you actually have the answer. Have you been still enough to feel it? Have you been quiet enough to hear it? Whip out your journal and explore. Take the first 15 minutes of your day to start in meditation so you can hear from your own intuition. If you've been asking your friends for advice and it just doesn't seem to be landing well with you and you feel like something is missing, you need to give yourself a chance to tap into what feels right to you. Encourage over your struggle because it's trying to get you to wake up. Wake up to yourself. I by no means am saying struggle is easy, nor am I saying what I'm recommending you to do is easy. If it wasn't easy for me, it probably ain't gonna be easy for you either. But I can promise you, it's worth it. For as much as you may want to skip the struggle altogether, it's one of the greatest tools for your growth and evolution. Use it instead of it using you. Some have incredibly horrific and drastic things happen to them, and it changes them for the worst. You can choose to use your struggle any way you see fit. You can choose to stay stuck and prolong your suffering, or you can make the decision that change starts now, and you can use the struggle for your good. Have you ever seen it rain and the sun is out? It can seem a little odd that the sun is out and yet it's still raining. But this is such a beautiful way to see the sun still shines even when it rains. So amidst the struggle, you can still find good things and reasons to smile. You don't have to be miserable during this season of struggle. When you shift your mindset to seek out the good, you can still have joy and sunshine even while it rains. The struggle really is calling you to rise. You may experience some discomfort or turbulence along the way, but when you arrive, you'll be glad you didn't quit. You'll be so happy for all you invested in your healing and that you answered the call. You'll be so grateful for all you accomplished and yet overjoyed with who you became as a result of it. This is just one of the reasons why I love mindset so much. With the right mindset, you can get through anything gracefully and enjoy your life at the same time. Encourage over your struggle because together we can encourage over everything. Thanks for tuning in. I would absolutely love to hear from you. Please take a moment to leave a review. All you have to do is rate by lighting me up with some stars and leave a few words. If you share this episode, let me thank you in advance for sharing positive messages because we all know some peeps in our lives who could use an extra dose of encouragement. And I'm throwing virtual confetti right now to celebrate you for finishing this episode. I don't know about you, but I'm not ready for this to end. So if you want more, check out theshow.encourageovereverything.com for literally all things Encourage Over Everything. Stay connected and join the email list. Get that VIP treatment by being the first to know all the happenings and get encouragement sent right to your inbox. Theshow.encourageovereverything.com has everything that you're looking for, from show notes and all of the info on today's sponsors. And if you are looking to connect with other fellow encouragers, be sure to join my exclusive community at the Encourage Over Everything Facebook group. I can't wait to connect with you in the next episode. Remember, there isn't anything that we can't get through because together we can encourage over everything.